Hi, Greg.
Hey, Justin.
Welcome back to another Unscripted Car Talk. We're beginning the new year.
Yes, we are.
Kicking off Season 2 now.
Yep. Season 2.
Season 2, can you believe it?
I know.
It's almost like we just completely make up where the seasons begin or end.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So
it's been a while, but
it has been a while due to scheduling errors and just general mayhem that comes along with being an adult.
Yep. But we're back. We're back.
Are we back?
Yes, we are.
Are you sure? You said it twice. I'm not sure.
No, we're back.
We're back.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We're back.
And what are we going to talk about today?
Today,
Did we introduce ourselves?
we're going to introduce ourselves.
We did?
Yep.
I didn't give you a fun nickname, though.
Oh, I didn't give you a phone nickname either.
Okay. Greg Goldwing Doors. Is that giving anything away?
Justin the Stainless Steel.
There we go. Oh, I can dig that one.
Yeah, yours is more cool than mine.
Well, I mean, depends on who you're asking.
I know who you're asking.
It's not like you cook on the hood of a DeLorean.
No.
I spoiled it.
You did spoil it. In case you haven't heard, that's what we're going to be talking about today, guys.
Yeah, in case you missed the name and the description of the link that you clicked on.
Yeah.
If you're just like, whatever, I'm clicking on anything today, we're talking about DeLoreans.
Yes.
Or John DeLorean and his car.
Yeah. The company, the car, the man who came up with the company and the car.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yes. John DeLorean.
His rise to fame,
Yes.
and his creation of a pop culture icon.
Yes.
Be remembered better than most things in the 80s. People are still singing Eurythmics, but everyone knows Back to the Future.
I know. Oh, man. So, there's like hundreds, maybe even thousands of articles, videos, and books on this company and this man and everything.
Yeah.
But we're going to put our take on the story because it's a very interesting story.
It is a very interesting story.
Yes.
And you are correct. This has got to be one of the best covered vehicles
Yes.
in researching history. Yeah.
Yes. Because, it's truly the American dream of starting your own company and everything, and a man following his dreams and everything. So, let's get into it.
Should we start with the man? I think we should start with the man.
We should start with the man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you want to kick it off? First off, who was this John DeLorean man?
John DeLorean was John Z DeLorean, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John
Z.
Zachary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Zachary. Which is pretty amazing. But John Zachary DeLorean was born in January 6th, 1925 in Detroit, Michigan, from his father, Zachary DeLorean. That's where he got his middle name from.
Okay.
Yeah. And then his father also worked in the automobile company at Ford Motor Company. And he was not only a mechanic there, but also he was a side carpenter. So he built things to cars and, furniture and all that. So.
Well, that's very interesting.
Yes.
I did not know that about him.
Yep.
And quite honestly, my notes don't pick up until later on in his life, so you're basically carrying us for the next couple of minutes.
All right. He got a scholarship, and he went to Lawrence Institute of Technology in Michigan. But unfortunately, World War II happened, and his schooling was interrupted as he served 3 years in the U.S. Army. And then he served his time there. He went to war. And he came back with a honorable discharge, and then he went back to school to study mechanical engineering.
Okay.
Yeah, at the same school, of course.
Same school?
Yep.
And so where does this put us about in his life?
Yeah, that's pretty much. That's where his.
Is that just before he started at Chrysler? Because that's where my notes pick up.
Oh, by the way, while he was in college, he also worked part-time at Chrysler. That's where he actually got his first taste of the automobile industry.
Yeah, well, he wasn't there very long.
No, he was only there for less than a year.
Yeah. Then he went to Packard.
Yeah. Oh, little side note or a little fun fact.
Please do.
After college, in between working at Chrysler, like after he left Chrysler, he worked at selling life insurance for a while, also selling it back to Chrysler, like some of the workers there. But a little side note.
Well, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
It seems as though his charisma that he was pretty well known for carried him on and helped him be a good salesperson and manager.
Yes, he definitely was a good salesperson for life insurance too. So, do you have a little bit there?
No, I don't. I don't know anything about life insurance. My plan is to live forever.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna see how that goes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, he went to Packard, and he saw their Ultramatic transmission, and he said, "Hey, I can improve this," and he built a better torque converter and gave it dual drive ranges.
Yeah.
And then they started calling it the Twin Ultramatic. And people there at Packard saw that he had a real keen eye for detail, and that was kind of Packard's thing at the time. They were trying their best to just put out the highest quality that they could, as opposed to, meeting prices and putting out a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it wasn't a very sustainable business model for him. They were in financial trouble. He ended up leaving, I believe. He left there after a few years. He wasn't there very long. And he started working at Pontiac.
Yep.
Now, that was 1956. He goes over to Pontiac. He starts working his way up.
Yeah.
This was a very driven young man.
Yeah.
Well,
and the thing is,
probably man at this point.
Yeah. The thing is,
he was about 31.
Yeah, when he went over to GM. But a little side note, he was also considered moving to Studebaker headquarters in Indiana. But even then, Studebaker was almost on the downswing too themselves. So,
well, it seems as though he just had a knack for going to dying businesses.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But good thing he didn't go there. People would have thought that he was probably a curse.
Yeah, that's what
Well, while he was there, some people credit him with the creation of the very first muscle car.
Yeah.
The 1964 Pontiac GTO. What does GTO stand for? Great tasting olives?
Ghost tasting onions.
Ghost tasting onions? Gently touching outside. I don't even know where I can go with this one. Perhaps I should have just said Gran Turismo Omologato, because that's what it actually stands for.
Yeah.
Which is Italian for Gran Turismo accepted.
Yeah.
Eligible for entering into the Gran Turismo.
Yeah. Your Italian's a lot better than mine, so.
My Italian is absolute garbage, sir, and I thank you for lying to me. That skyrocketed him a little bit in Pontiac and Chevrolet's world.
Yeah.
And they actually made him the head of the Pontiac division the very next year.
Yeah, 1965. He was
1965.
Yeah.
At 40 years old, he was the youngest division head.
Yeah.
That broke some records
yes,
there.
It did.
At least at GM.
Yep.
I can't speak for everywhere. I'm pretty sure that you could make, division head at 14 if you were working in Oldsmobile.
Oh, yeah. That's why
not Oldsmobile. Ford. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Chrysler, if you made it by age 12, you were golden. Yeah. You were guaranteed to be president by the time you turned 16.
Yeah.
Okay. But what he found there at GM was a whole lot of what he thought was just unnecessary bickering between divisions and infighting and a little bit of back chat, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he came up with a lot of ideas that he just found resistance from a guy named Ed Cole, who I think was president or VP. Honestly, I forgot to look that up.
Yeah.
Because all I know is that in this story, Ed Cole is one of the bad guys. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No offense to Ed Cole. The guy was probably great. Probably, kissed his children every night.
Yeah.
But Mr. DeLorean, or John, if we should so casually call him, found that like his advertisements were being blocked or actively resisted against. The GTO itself was supposed to have disc brakes on it and radial tires as an option.
Oh, really?
And Ed Cole killed that.
Oh, really?
They even had the stuff set up for disc brakes already, like machined and set to go. And he said no.
Wow.
So now you're getting all that horsepower on cross-ply tires.
Yeah.
And with drum brakes. I hope it doesn't get slightly moist on those turns, buddy.
I know, right? But the thing is, like, a lot of executives at GM didn't really like DeLorean because he didn't fit that mold of that stuffy, white collar, like, business like that they're used to.
Yeah, he definitely pushed some people's buttons.
Yeah, he was more relaxed. He was more charismatic. He was just a real.
He was kind of more of a man of the people than a man of the company.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And they were worried that. Well, actually, that happens later on, I should say.
Yeah.
But then we reach an era where the pony cars start taking off. The Mustang launches in the same year as the GT or 65.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into this argument. 64 and a half or 65?
Yeah.
Oh, there's no 64s. Okay.
All right.
Okay, I get it. The Mustang came out between 1960 and 1970.
Yeah.
Shush. So the bigwigs at the GM, they said he went to them in 1966 and asked permission to make a smaller version of the Banshee concept.
Yeah.
Oh, also I didn't mention this earlier. Whoa. That guy Ed Cole, he was pushing actively against his Tiger advertisements for the GTO. Remember that one I showed you?
Yep.
That thing was hilariously bad.
Hilarious. That was
if you guys want some fun, GTO Tiger, like advertisement, commercial, something like that, it is so cheese.
It's cheesy.
So great.
I can't tell you how many times I heard the word tiger in there.
Go on, Tiger. We all know why you want the 335 horsepower GTO.
Yep. But the thing I like about John DeLorean, though, is that even though like a lot of executives didn't like him, the dealerships and everybody, like the smaller, like the actual dealerships, they loved him because his way of advertising cars and everything actually doubled their sales in Pontiac. At one point, they were almost the top brand at General Motors, right behind Chevrolet. And Chevrolet, once again, is General Motors' golden boy, so they didn't really like that much.
All right. Well, let me just get back to what I was talking about. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
But he went to them and he tried to ask to make a smaller version of their Banshee concept, which is also something you should look up. The '66 Banshee concept.
Oh yeah.
It's like a Camaro Vet.
Yeah, it's really cool looking.
Camaro Vet.
Yeah,
with a Firebird front end.
Yeah. It's one slick looking car.
It is a cool looking car.
It's very slick.
He wanted to make a slightly smaller one for mass production, and they denied it for legitimate fear that it would steal sales away from the Corvette.
Yeah,
which is their flagship.
Yeah, once again, Chevrolet is the golden boy.
Once again, Chevrolet is the favorite child in this family, and Pontiac is like the dirty ragamuffin that always brings home D's on its report card.
Yep.
Even though it's way better at sports than... I don't even know where this analogy is going. I'm going to stop it. So then they gave him a Camaro and they told him that he could only be allowed to change the front and rear fenders. The front and rear on it. And he couldn't even change the fenders.
Really?
Yeah. But, he tweaked around with the suspension, stuff like that. They all had different motors in them than the Chevrolets anyway. Yeah. So, I mean, I like the Firebirds, first gen Firebirds. Do you like them?
I like the first gen Firebirds too. I'm more of a second gen, Firebird.
Like early second gen or late second gen? Cat eyes?
Yeah, the cat eyes.
Okay.
I mean, not the, I'm sure people out there were like, oh, how you don't like the first gen Firebirds? I'm like, everybody has different tastes.
Yeah. And, well, is there anything else we want to talk about real quick, or should we just,
Well, not really.
take a brief word from our sponsors that we don't have?
No. I have nothing as of right now.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's make something up. Or you want to throw out a real quick fun fact for DeLorean before we wrap up this one episode?
Yeah, I got one fun fact. John DeLorean was a pretty good sports addict. He had investment in a couple of teams, the San Diego Chargers and the New York Yankees. So that's a little snippet for our sports fans. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
The Chargers, you say?
Yep, San Diego Chargers.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's for our sports people out there.
Odd that somebody from Michigan would choose the
I
San
know,
Diego
that's
Chargers.
what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay. But hey, I'm not that man. I'm not going to make any judgments. Especially because this was like the late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah.
San Diego Chargers, they might have been respectable then.
They might be respectable.
Are they respectable now? I don't know. I don't keep track of them.
Stay tuned for our second part.
Yeah, please stay tuned for the next one.
Yes, stay tuned for the next one.
We'll be following up on part 2 soon enough.
Soon enough.
Keep your ears open and eyes watching
And
for the links.
Yeah.
Not for the audio.
No.
Because if you're trying to watch audio with your eyes, it's just going to look funny.
Yeah. It's better just to listen to it while you're washing dishes or something. Doing housework.
Thank you for saying that we're marginally better than doing housework. I can see the amount of respect you truly give us.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm out. I'm Justin.
And I'm Greg. See you next time.
Goodbye.